Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Rune. Last time we saw an ending, which is cool. It's been about a week actually since I have recorded that, and in the meantime I've watched a bit of Alex Diener's playthrough, or his first playthrough of this game, and basically I've learned a few small new mechanics and things that I didn't know about the game, and the location of one or two items. But mostly when I was watching Alex play it back, he chose a different character class than I did and made a bunch of different choices than I did. But I tried to map out a lot of things to know what's in certain chests and to know different paths of where I can go and what enemies are there, so that I can play through with some knowledge this time. But in any case, I want to play through with a new character. Last time I was a tribesman, and I was thinking for a while that an explorer would be interesting. Start with 3 repair tools, picking up items restores HP. An explorer is just a name that has an affinity for me. But I decided picking up items restores HP is actually kind of bad, because it means if you walk up to an item and you're at full HP, you'd rather leave the item on the ground and go get in some other fights elsewhere and then come back to the item, which involves a lot of walking back and retraversing. And I was also thinking that I did not use a lot of spells and MP in my previous playthrough, and so Cleric, which I don't have a lot of affinity for, spending magic points restores HP. I think that is the class that will be the most interesting to watch. So I'm going to choose a Cleric and start playing this way and try to be more spell heavy, which I think will be difficult at the beginning because it's a while before you get your first magic spell. So we'll see how it goes. In any case, nestled within a forgotten rune, or forgotten world, the deep rune, its potential, ascend, yeah. We walk on the ceiling. None have ever succeeded. That's untrue. I succeeded just in the previous episode. Alright, so I'm a cleric this time. Alright, and I guess we'll just get right to it. So here's a dagger that I can pick up, and probably want to go ahead and equip. Great, better than nothing. And what do you have to say? Reeks of death and decay. I must find a way out, indeed. Alright, I know I can't fall down to the right, and so over here we'll just have to kill a rat. Seek out the great rune that lies at the base of these runes. Yes, alright. And so this guy's going to do a number on me, but I think I have no choice. Let's just double check that as a cleric... Oh, interesting. Unknown. I don't have any spells already? Yeah. And so if I try to cast, nothing happens. No runes equipped. Okay. Alright. I got 1 experience and I'm almost dead. Fantastic. Alright, fortunately the slimes do not hit back, and so we can get some experience from them. And one of the things that I've learned from watching Alex is that you can fall on top of a slime's head and damage it that way. I also know from my own playthrough that hitting from the back means I can get criticals, and so I'll do less durability damage on my weapon over there, so that's great. That slime I can't deal with just yet, so let's go find another blue slime if we can, or a rat that I can critical from behind. Yeah, that'll work, because I can 2-shot him from behind, and then that'll level me up. Alright, just like that. That's Frujif, right. We eventually find him dead in the water somewhere. And this is Gear, who I don't remember what he says. Let's go talk to him. Spirits here are restless. Once my companions arrive, we'll search for the source of their grief. I'm not really sure how to interpret the lore there. And remind me, right. Mushroom, moon, water, a pit where I take a bit of fall damage. Alright, Odd Grave. I feel like there's going to be, eventually we see Hell's Eyes, the blue eyes, that are also on a number of the boss monsters appear here. And this Odd Grave never had anything happen. So I think there's going to be another ending to this game that's going to involve this grave and doing something here, but I don't know. That's just my speculation. Mostly from just kind of thinking about my own first playthrough. And let's see, over here, there's some slimes to get the throwing axes. I can hit them for 3, but they just about kill me. And in order to be behind them, I'd have to be over here, which would involve falling down and using a key, I think. Seal yourself and push onwards. Right, and here is this secret odd wall that gets us into the back of this area, and I just passed by the door that would get us in the front. So let's pick up some useful things. Let's see, with the rats, I think I can land on this one's head. Yeah, and it just one-shot it. Alright, that's cool. And then I would take a bit of damage killing these guys. It would get me a key, or get me some gold. I can get a repair tool. These guys are worth 1 experience. So I would take 2 damage from each rat I kill, which means I could only kill 3 rats, which would not get me the experience that I need to level up. Although I could stomp this guy's head and get the key. So that's like another free rat. In which case, I could kill these 2 and 1 more. I could stomp this guy's head too. Yeah, I think let's do this. Take a little bit of damage there. Stomp on this guy's head. Grab a key. I'm up to 3 of 7 experience for the level up. Then we'll go in here, we'll grab our repair tool. And then stomp this guy's head. So I'm up to 4 of 7 experience. I could still kill 2 more rats. That would get me up to 5, 6 experience, so I'm still gonna need something else. Oh, when I was up here, I could have stomped this guy's head and then crit these guys. That's what I should have done. There we go. All right, let's do it. And I don't think that there's anything I could be doing productively, like with my magic points or anything. Okay, but now I can go kill that other rat, and that'll give me a level up. So I'm not going to think too hard about it. It seems reasonable. Hey, buddy. All right. And we got 10 gold. Great. Throwing axes would be really valuable. Okay, there was some free experience here. And then there's a wolf who's way out of my range right now. And I've already used a lot of my dagger, actually. So that's worrisome. And how would I do against the slimes? That's with crits. With non-crits, would still take me 3 hits. I prefer to get to a place to where it's only going to take me 2. Here's one of the first screens where we need to cast Disillusion, I think. Right, I do have aged icors, though. So I could take some damage from slimes, use some aged icor, and I can always use a repair tool on the dagger. So that's a possibility over here, and remind me what's over this way. It seems like there's some ladders that give me some choices. Yeah. And there's an odd wall just to the left over there. But in order to get through him, this guy hits way too hard. I know what the sunstones do now. And remind me what's over here. Right, more rats and they get us to the longsword, and that would actually be very valuable. I can't remember, there's a buckler somewhere. It's in the upper left of somewhere. I can look at my map and information. I'm in the Forsaken Crypt. I think it was at like 1-1. Actually, that's where the kite shield is. Where was the buckler? I don't see it right now in my notes. I have my notes open. It's just a text file. on the screen over here. Do I want to go after the longsword right now? I think so. I think it'll give me some more possibilities. And I can two-shot the rats now, and so that's quite an improvement. And from behind, I can one-shot this rat, so that's also an improvement. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll pick up a longsword. And with the longsword, I would be able to deal with the slimes a lot better. I'd be able to pick up some throwing axes, etc., etc. So I think, let's go back up here. And do I want to go after, let's see, I've got 3 experience right now. The slimes are worth 2 experience apiece. So yeah, this would get me 6 experience, although can I get there? Yes, I can get there. And so if I were to wield the longsword against these guys, tell me how I would do. And the answer is, I hit him for 8. Is there any chance that I could level up before then? Who is the next most difficult enemy that I have seen, apart from the slime? I forgot. I mean, there was the wolf up there who's too powerful. I think the skeletons are also too powerful. There's another slime over here. And right now I just have 1 aged ichor on me. Yeah, I think those are kind of the choices available to me right now, so I think I am going to need to level up. And I know that there's going to be another longsword available eventually, and so I'm not going to worry too much about using up a bit of the longsword. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to... Actually, we're going to think carefully about this. If I am using the dagger, I hit him for 4. And if I'm using nothing at all, like that, I hit him for 2. So I could use the longsword for the first hit and then just punch him for the second hit, for example. And so, can I kill these guys? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I can. Alright, so we'll unequip the longsword and punch him. And we'll punch this guy first, and then equip the longsword. And we'll longsword, and we'll punch. And the punches are just to save on durability of my weapons. Alright, and as a result, we get some throwing axes, we get another level up. So our hit points are back up. Alright. And then did I clear out everything in here already? I did. Yeah, so I think we're good to continue down here. And so with the longsword now, I think I can one-shot this slime. Yeah, and so anytime I want to, I can come over here and get a free aged ichor. Skeletons are still dealing way too much damage. So remind me where else I can possibly go. Down here. How am I doing with crits on you? Still not nearly enough hit points. I need some defense. I need to remember where this buckler is. Do I see it in my notes? I feel like it might be down and left over here. But no, it's not. And we already did everything we needed to do over here. It was basically, yeah, getting the longsword from the rats. And climbing back up that side is not going to help me, I don't think. So I think I must have missed something back up in the ancient ruins. So let's go check that out. So just looking at the map that I've uncovered so far, I still don't think I'm ready to deal with the wolf. Yeah, if I could get behind him, I could do a bit of work, but he's gonna mostly wear me down. There might have been a way to go around the wolf. But yeah, the upper left of this area is maybe what I was remembering. Maybe that's where the buckler is. So if it were... That'd be in like 1, 2. Yeah, I don't have 1, 2 in my notes. There's a chest on 1, 2 apparently. This is 1, 2. Yeah, but I forgot to go up here. So let's go up here together. And yeah, I can one-shot this slime, so let's just do it. There's the buckler. So this is 1, 1 of the ancient runes. Oh yeah, it's the very first line of my notes, and somehow I missed it. All right, man traps. I can hit them for 9. They have 11 hit points. They're gonna hit me back for 3. So this will be a bit of a struggle. I think I'd have to use an aged ichor to get through here right now. I do have a couple of slimes and a purple slime that I could kill for 4 more experience, I think, along the way. And I do have throwing axes that I could use now at this point as well, which deal how much damage right now? 4, based on my strength. And then I'd be able to one-shot these guys. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable then. So I hit for 9 with this weapon, and I hit for 5 with this weapon. So yeah, I think it is going to require a longsword hit. So I'm going to do longsword, and then probably no weapon. Yeah, that'll get through this guy. Then I think at this stage in my evolution, it's worthwhile to go ahead and use a throwing axe to hit 2 guys at once. And then now these guys are down to 11 hit points. And so, or sorry, 7 hit points. Yeah, and so now I can finish them off with the longsword. So let's do that. And now I could level up if I needed to, which means I can take as much damage as I want. Here's another good place to use axes. In fact, if the axes are only dealing 4 damage right now, I want to level up before I throw 2 axes to kill all 3 of these guys, so let's go do that. So we're going to go get a level up off of a purple slime and a blue slime. And then we're going to take that experience. And I think it will cause my axe power to go up, and then we're going to throw 2 axes at 3 mushrooms. That is the current plan, and then we'll be able to go get the buckler off the next level, I think. And then we'll take less damage in the future. This seems great. And eventually we'll unlock some fast travel so that it won't take quite as long to walk through these places. We're also going to pick up an aged ichor while we're at this. And I do just want to one-shot this guy right now. Is that true? Let's imagine yes and not worry too much about the longsword. Okay, so I'm going to kill 1 of the remaining 2 blue slimes so that we level up. And yeah, I don't think there's any useful damage I can take along the way right now, so let's just not worry about it. So I've leveled up, which makes me stronger, which makes my attack power higher, which means the axes deal more damage, which means 2 axes can cut down the mushrooms, and so I'll save some throwing axes. And we'll get a bunch of experience from killing those guys. The way that I wrote my notes was basically the map in the upper right is 5 screens wide and 3 screens tall. And so I just have the coordinates of each screen and then some notes about what's on it. But I don't have kind of like all the connecting routes listed or drawn out or anything. Okay, so axe. Nice. Axe. Do I want to use a second axe? Hold on. Let's see. I could kill it with longsword. But yeah, 3 durability on a longsword versus a single throwing axe, and then I don't take damage because these guys like poison you or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to continue using axes. There we go. All right. And now I think I can get to the buckler. So let's try to go there next. And so I need to stand here, and then I could afford to take some damage because I'm about to level up and I can level up off the slime. Yeah, so I can take as much damage as I want. It's fine. Alright, so there's the buckler. Let's go ahead and just equip it. And then, do I want to head back to the slime right now? I'm low on hit points and do need to level up. Is there any productive damage I can take still? This guy... The buckler is going to negate damage. So yeah, I do want to go up here, I think, and use my buckler, and I'll be able to crit that guy, possibly even with a dagger. Yeah, and we're just going to level up off this guy then, right? Right. He's going to deal damage to us. But I don't even need the buckler equipped. We can just save on the durability, I think. Because I can take 8 points of damage still. Because I've got... No, I can't. Right. Okay, so I do need the buckler to negate this damage, and then I'm going to take some damage as we kill him. So now I can get rid of the buckler, and I can also get rid of the longsword and just punch this guy to death and take some damage, but then level up. There we go. Great. And I get some gold. Great. And then while I'm here, is there any reason not to kill this man trap? Not that I can think of. I could just use the dagger to finish him off. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. And then this just brings me back around to the beginning. Yep. I don't take fall damage here, so it's fine. All right. So now that I have the buckler and another level up, I'll be a bit stronger against certain enemies that are down here. I still left that one blue slime that I could go back to. So at this point, let's take a peek at what kind of damage would happen with the wolves that are on this level. And then, do I remember where I first get the bow? It's in 1-1 of the Forsaken Crypt, so we'll take a look down there shortly. Alright, but wolves from the front, they would hit me for 7. I do have 15 hit points, so I could hit them like 3 times, and if I were using the longsword, I could 2-shot them, and furthermore, if I equip the buckler, then they'd only deal 3 damage to me. So yeah, wolf is definitely something that I could take down. I haven't gotten any saves here yet, so let's go ahead and do our first save. Do I want to keep any of these? I mean, I guess I could keep the last save and the old thing. So we'll do this. We'll start saving in save slot 1. And I just want to see if I do loads. Yeah, it shows the time just in this particular save file. All right, that's good. So yeah, so I've got a quick save now with this character. To kill the slime, I can just punch him to death, right? Yeah. So let's not take any durability. And the slime didn't hit back, and so it didn't give any durability on my whatchamacall. I might be able to get you from the back, actually. I would be able to if I killed this one first. So I think I want to do that. So with longsword and buckler, I can 2-shot you, and you'll only deal 3 damage to me, and I'll get a bit of experience. That sounds like a good trade-off to me. And I will still need the longsword in order to finish you off. And the buckler doesn't matter at this point. Okay, great. So we'll do that. We will grab our free gold, and then we'll backstab this guy. Yep, that seems good. All right, and I'm already about to level up once again. And so, yeah, I should take a bunch of damage fighting the next wolf and then get my level up. I don't think it's worth using throwing axes here, so I can afford to take a bit of damage. And so if I were to unequip the buckler, I have 12 HP. He hit me for 7, so I could use 2 strikes of the longsword and finish him off. Or I could use the buckler and the dagger, probably. I think let's just use up 2 bits of the longsword. I think that sounds good to me. Alright, so there's another level up. And do I want to keep going around this path? Remind me, I'm currently in Ancient Runes 5-2. And I don't have what this door goes to, but I think I remember. It's part of a vertical path on the backside that goes through like 3 zones. And I don't think that there's much that I can do up there, but getting the key would be valuable. And currently these enemies are kind of in my sweet spot. So I think I will re-equip the buckler to take little damage and finish off a couple more of these guys. So if I only need to hit for 7... yeah, I could finish you off with the dagger. The dagger's getting low on durability. I'm going to break my dagger here in a moment, but I do have repair tool. Yeah, so I think I'm willing to do this. So we'll do 1 hit with the dagger. Oops, 1 hit with the dagger. Just broke, that's fine. And then finish you off with the longsword. And we're halfway to the next level. I'm going to grab my key. I'm going to verify this is where I think it is. There's going to be a switch and like a guardian. Guardian and the switch, yep. And there's a flame brew, I forgot about this. And I did not use them very effectively. So let's try to use our flame brews more effectively in this playthrough, I think. Okay, and we can fall down in the water here, no problem. And then we've finished up most of the ancient ruins, other than there's a boss in the upper right that we won't be able to get to until much later when we can learn the Divine Passage spell, if I recall correctly. There's still like a key and a dagger up here. And I have gone through a lot of durability of equipment. At this point, if I were to fight the skeletons from the front, they're still too powerful for me. So it seems like, in order to continue forward from here, it's probably going to involve going through this guy. There's a shop to the left of me on this screen, I remember. It's the first place we can buy arrows, although we're not going to get the bow. Where did I say the bow is? 1-1 of the Forsaken Crypt. So we're going to have to go left a couple screens and back up. This guy... I'm at 12 hit right now, so I can't 2-shot him just yet. I would like to get one more level up, ideally. But I don't remember if that's possible. I guess I could crit you from behind, but then I'd still need 2 more experience, and right now I don't know where I have that 2 experience in my pocket anywhere. This guy. Here we go. I think I found it. Because I can... oops, that's not what I meant to do. I forget if this guy hits back in his, like, death throws or something. So let's go ahead and drop a save again. I'm just going to re-save over save 1, because I'm happy with everything that I've done. So if I hit this guy from the back, I'm currently at 11 HP. Cool. And he doesn't hit back. Okay. So that was great. This guy... I could crit him and take some damage. And then finish him off with my fists, and that would give me a level up. In which case, I don't care how much damage I take, so I might as well not spend durability on my Draugr. And if I didn't have the longsword, I'd only hit him for 12, and so 2 punches would not be enough. Oh, also, he's killing me on this without the... Really? Alright, I do need to take the buckler, and I need the longsword. So kind of a shame that I'm spending all this durability. But sometimes them's the breaks. Alright. And then I could take the longsword off, punch this guy to death, and we'll get a level up. There we go. Great. Alright. With that, if I wanted to fight through this guy now I can 2-shot him, and so I'm going to take some damage, but that's definitely what I want to do next. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything better I can do right here, so let's go ahead and just do that. Longsword is taking a lot of damage in terms of durability at this point, so that is slightly worrisome. There is an odd wall over here that I don't remember exactly what's here. Ah, right. Some pretty much free resources, including the power ring, which is very important. Let's see. I can totally one-shot you, so you're basically free money. Yeah, so I think there's no reason not to do it right now. Can I just punch you to death? Yes. So I'll do that and pick up the free arrows. I'll grab my free money. And now with you, with my best equipment. Oh, you're like a higher level guy. And it's just for the power ring. Remind me about my flame brew. Next one is attack plus 8. So I could hit him for 17 and then 9, which would be 26, and so I still wouldn't be able to last through that. So you're still a little bit too tough for me. Unless I use like a throwing axe or something on you. This guy is basically free experience. And so I think I'm going to want that in the near future. There's a room full of serpents over here, and then what else? This would be Forsaken Crypt 2-2. No, 2-2 is, that would be 2-1. 2-2 is the shop. Let's go check out the shop. The Ring of Health is in there, behind the serpents. And so I probably want that, actually. Remind me what's in the shop? Arrows and the Aged Ichor. Tron, obsessed with gold. We eventually find him dead at the bottom of a pit, I think. And then just remind me what's over here, since we can get here right now. There's another repair tool. It's basically free to pick up. Right. Don't be afraid to fall in the pit. There's some free gold over there. I could fall in the pit and then climb back up without fighting anybody and go get that gold, but I'm not really in a hurry for the gold right now. So I think instead, going to check out the health ring is the thing that I'd want to do next. But I guess I don't have to make that decision right now. So I think I'm going to park myself here. I think this will be good for the first episode, but we're making very quick progress. And I look forward to getting spells that I can actually take advantage of the fact that I'm playing as the cleric class. But I'm going to say, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon for more of my second playthrough of Deep Rune. For now, bye-bye.